I'm going to try to explain to find the radius and center of a circle using completing the square method. We have this equation here now, x minus 1 the whole squared. We have this equation now here, x minus 1 the whole squared plus y minus 5 the whole squared is equal to 16. Now if I simplify this, I can simplify it. How can I simplify it? We use a FOIL method and expand this. That is x minus 1 the whole square is x minus 1 times x minus 1, right? Which I get x squared minus 2x plus 1. Similarly, I can also apply for y minus 5 the whole squared, which is y minus 5 y times y minus 5, which will give me y squared minus 10y plus 25. I'm quickly doing, I think you can understand this. Now if I come back here now, that is what I get here. I'm getting here x squared minus 2x plus 1 of the simplification of x minus 1, simplification of y minus 5 the whole squared, I get y squared minus 10y plus 25 is equal to 16. Yes, you can see that. Now I can see I'm simplifying it. We get x squared, what do you get? Minus 2x plus y squared minus 10y. 25 plus 1 is 26. So 26 minus 16 will give me 10 plus 10 is equal to 0. So this is the general form of an equation. So an equation, this is standard form of a circle of an equation. This is standard form. Just like we have a standard form for a parabola, we have a standard form for equation of a circle. This is just center radius form. From the standard form, we cannot find the center, we cannot find the radius. But this one is a center radius form. So now when the question here is now, when a standard form of an equation of a circle is given, this is my standard form now. This is my standard form. This is my standard form. The standard form is now given here. This is my standard form. Now I have to find the center and the radius. My question now here is find the center and the radius. Find the center and radius is my question of this circle. How do it? We use the algebraic method, completing the square method. Now, if the question is not arranged, we have to arrange them. That is, x and like variables. Don't confuse with like terms. Like variables. Like variables. Here I have x. You bring together the like variables. You bring together the like variables. You bring together like variables. Bring together like variables. Y. So here my variable is x. So I bring together x. Bring together y and the constant. And this constant can be either side of the equation. Can be on the either side of the equation. Now important consideration here is the coefficient. Very important. Very important you must note is that coefficient of x squared and y squared must be equal. Very important thing. If the coefficient of x squared and y squared, if the coefficient of x squared and y squared are not equal, it is not a circle, it is something else. That's very key here. So I am removing this. So this is very important. I hope you understand this importance. Right. Are you sorry? Okay. So very important to see that the coefficient of the x square and y square must be equal. So let me try to remove this. Yeah. Right. Now coming back here. So first I complete the square of x. I complete the square of y. We can recollect here. You can see this is my x here. You can see if you look at this x, this is my x of the whole squared, and y is also in a squared. So I'm going to write this x and y also in squared. I'm going to write also x in terms of y squared. How I do that? My step number one is to make the coefficient of x squared and y squared equal to 1. Right? My step number one, right? Coefficient of x squared and y squared must be equal to 1. That's my first step number one. So what am I do here? I take the 3 as a common factor. I divide by 3. What is it? I divide by 3 here. What I do here? I divide by 3. Right? I divide by 3. I am entering, so division by 3. So now the equation now becomes x squared plus 6 divided by 2 is 6 divided by 3 is 2 plus y squared, and is 18, negative 18 divided by 3 will be negative 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is my equation now. So my new equation, this is my new equation now. This is my new equation. Right? This is my new equation now. I simplified it. Now if I follow from step number 4, I follow from here. Step number 2. My next step is step number 2. I follow from here. I follow from here my step number 2. What is my step number 2 here is? I take half of coefficient of x. Half times coefficient of x. Not x squared, coefficient of x. And that is half of 2, and which is equal to 1. So here also half of coefficient of y, and which is equal to half of negative 6, which is equal to negative 3. Right? So step number 2 I got as 1. Half of coefficient of which is 1, half of coefficient of y, I got negative 3. Now my step number 3. I square it. I square this one, right? Square of this one, right? 1 squared. That is 1 squared. So it is my 1 squared here. So 1 squared is equal to 1. Here also apply the square here, right? I square it, and that is negative 3 squared is equal to 9. So let's see what I have done so far. Step number 1. Step number 1 is coefficient of x squared and coefficient of y squared to be equal to 1. And to make it equal to 1, so I divide by 3, because this is the coefficient of x and coefficient of y are 3. So I divide by 3 to make the coefficient of x squared and y squared is equal to 1. Therefore, I make it x plus 2x. I divide by 3. Y plus y squared minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. That's my step number 1 in completing the square. Now come to step number 2. I take the half of the coefficient of x. And that is half of 2, here is 1. Half of negative 6 is 3. So I got this now 2 steps here. Right. Now with this step number 2 and step number 3, we will write the third one. We'll write the fourth step. We'll go to the fourth step. So what is my fourth step? I'm rewriting the equation. I'm going to rewrite the equation. So my equation now here is now x, right, minus. What was my step number 1? My step number 2 was 1, right? So I go for 1. So x minus 1 the whole squared. plus. In step number 2, what is y? Y, it was, you can see, is negative 3. So I'll write as negative 3. So it is y is negative of negative 3 squared. And retain the constant as it is. My constant here is 4. So I retain my 4 as it is. Plus 4. Now interesting things comes. Here. Right. What I'm going to do now is I am going to remove this. Right. Here, x minus 1 the whole squared. I am coming back to step number 3. You can see it's 1. You can see it's my 1, right? Step number 3 is 1. Therefore, I subtract that 1. I subtract that 1. That is x minus 1 the whole squared minus third step 1 here. So this is my step number 2. This is my step number 2. This is my step number 1. Plus y minus which is my 3. So as I said here, minus of minus 3 the whole squared. And then I subtract step number 3. Step number 3 is 9. So which is I subtract. Always step number 3 is subtraction. Always. Then I retain my 4 here. This is my 4 here. I retain that 4 here. Plus 4 is equal to 0. Now it's not bigger simple. Now it's very simple now. Straightforward. X minus 1 the whole squared. Now I simplify. Plus y plus 3 the whole squared. So I simplify it. This becomes minus 10 plus 4 is equal to 0. X minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 the whole squared is equal to 6. So my center here is, remember, it is 1. I change the sign. So 1 and negative 3, and my radius is equal, not 6. My radius is root of 6. I hope that is clear.